Hey, today I'm going to be tuning the drums specifically for this song coming up Sunday afternoon. The only thing we've recorded so far has been the piano. We've got a scratch vocal. Next I need to record drums, but I want to show you all the steps I'm taking to record this time around on Sunday afternoons. I like the idea that each of the toms, each of the snare drum, the kick drum, everything being part of the same key. So I'm going to try to accomplish that today, and I've got a few things with me. So the first thing is this TuneBot. This is essentially like a guitar tuner. The best thing is that it will tell me where I'm at frequency wise. So if I hit one lug and it's clamped next to the snare drum and it says 244, well then I can go to each lug and I can basically raise or lower each of those lugs so it's all at the same pitch. Okay, I will use the drumstick. For the most part I'm going to use this mallet. I've heard people say that using the mallet, especially when you're trying to make the TuneBot work, it's a little more pleasing and it gets a more accurate spot. I've also got this Sharpie, so I'm going to do something that it's not going to make the drums look very cool, but for the recording sake, most people are not going to see these drums ever. First thing I'm going to do is label each of the lugs on the drum with a number so I don't get lost. Then when I find the frequencies that I like on the top and the bottom, I'm going to actually write that number on the drum head so that if I ever want to come back and play in the same key again, the key of C, I'll know what that is. And then here's my chart. Basically this page right here, you probably can't see it. This page has got a bunch of frequencies on it. So basically if I want to tune to E, I know that in the second octave, E2 is 82.41. So I'm going to be using that to basically tell me what number to go to. And then on this chart, basically has each of the heads on the drum, so I make sure I'm on the right spot. Here I've got my snare drum. This is a Pearl Masters SST. I think that's for Session Studio. Not super sure. Like I said, the first thing I want to do with all these drums is I want to start with my lugs sheet, and I'm going to label them. Okay, so this drum has 10 lugs, so I'm going to look at this and I'm going to number them just like it is on the paper. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and do the same thing on the back. 4, 9, and 6. First thing I want to do is I want to loosen the springs, and then I also want to loosen all the lugs and then tighten them so that they're all finger tight. Alright, now the lugs are loose enough that I can just use my hands. I am using a Remo Ambassador on the top and bottom. They do have some crayon markings on it. We just have a 2-year-old, so she colors on the drums. Should be okay. 1 and 2, now I'm going to go finger tight. Okay, just until I start feeling tension for now. 5 and 6, 9 and 10. Now we're still not using the TuneBot, but I am going to go around and give a couple of turns because I know we're way looser than we're supposed to be. So let's go to 1, just about a quarter turn. Still pretty loose, so I'm going to go around another quarter. All right, now what I need to do is make sure that these snares are not continuing to buzz and rattle like they have been. So I'm going to stick the drumstick through them after I've loosened it. All right, now that the drumstick's out of the way, it's a lot quieter. Now I can introduce the TuneBot. So I'm going to set the TuneBot next to 1 and 8 on the rim. And let's check our frequency chart. So if I want to tune this snare drum, I'm going to tune it to the note G. To get to G, I'm actually going to tune the top head to a D above that G. And then the bottom head here, I'm actually going to tune it to a G above the G that I actually want it to be. It's weird because when you hit the snare, evidently, even though the top head is a fifth above, the bottom head is an octave above. What we will hear is actually an octave below what we have the bottom head tuned to. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to need this bottom head. I'm going to go for the 4th G. So G4, it tells me on the frequency chart that G4 is 392. All right, so 392 is the number we're looking for. I'm going to turn the TuneBot on. Now it's got a needle and it's got the hertz displayed. I'm going to go to lug 1 and I'm going to tap and see if it gives me anything. All right, I'm getting 48s and 49s, so we're a long way off. Let me go ahead and give this a quarter turn, and I'm going to go all the way around. Okay, let's try that again. The mallet was not working for me. Okay, basically every time I was hitting with the mallet, I'm getting 46, 48, 49. I went around and added a quarter turn, then it went up to 50 something, but I needed to be higher because I know that this snare drum, the bottom head is not at 49, okay? Using the back end of this mallet basically gives me a stick. I tap. Now I've got 286, okay? Again, the number we're going for is 392, so we need to go higher all the way around. All right, let's try this again. All right, we're about 316, 318, so again, I'm going to give it another quarter. $347. Let's go another quarter. $367. We're getting really close. Let's go another. All right, we're at 388. That's close enough. Now notice I've not been doing a full quarter turn every time. That would be like going from 12 to 3, 12 to 9. I've not been doing a full quarter. It just depends on how much the tension is. So I think that last time I went all the way around is most likely an eighth of a turn. But on each of the heads, I'm hitting 386, 388, 386. So we're really close. That's pretty much got us close to a G. I'm just gonna barely give it a turn, maybe like a 16th. All right, that's exactly 392. Let's go around and see what we've got. Sometimes when it gets off, like it says 34.95. I'm just gonna move the mic. Most likely it's picking up some sort of resonance that's on the rim, but I definitely know that that lug is not at 34. We're pretty well like 392, 392.5. I'm not going to be that picky about it because I really don't expect this snare drum to stay right at 392. I would just rather it be at 392 rather than 400, rather than 375. The closest note, just to give you perspective, so if I'm tuning this to a G at 392, to go down to an F sharp, that would have to go all the way to 370, okay? To go up to a G sharp, it'd have to be at 415. So literally, if I'm 22 hertz away from the nearest half step, then I'm not really worried if I'm 4 hertz off, okay? We're starting to get into like micro tones or whatever. So as long as it's close to 390, 392, now we're going to flip over to the other side. First step with the top of the snare drum, I'm going to go around and loosen all of these so then I can get them finger tight. All right, first thing I'm going to do, this one's a little different. Because I'm going to be hitting it so much on the top with the stick, I'm going to take my hand and press down on the edge, then tighten the lug a little bit more. And when you press down, you can feel the lug loosen. This will help it sit, not go out of tuning, hopefully. All right, now that we're finger tight, I'm going to bring the tune bot back in. I know I'm going to have to go up, so I'm going to do a couple times around doing a quarter turn, okay? Now on the chart, again, we want this to sound like a G. We tune the bottom head to a G4, an octave below the note that we actually want. The top head, we're going to tune to a D, which is a perfect fifth above the G, okay? D4, which is 293.7. So basically the top head is 293.7 hertz, the bottom head is 392 hertz. And hopefully when we hit the drum as a whole, it will sound a G3, which would be 196 hertz. 2937. Get the mallet and see where we're at. All right, we're at 238, so we're really close. All right, let's do another quarter turn. We're at 274. I'm going to go an eighth of a turn up all the way around. 292. Okay, so we're like 1.7 hertz away from where we're supposed to be. Let's check the other side. Let's check out 2. 295. Turn that down. 293. Okay, I think I'm noticing with the TuneBot, if I clamp it, say I clamp it straight down on the head, it's definitely not reading the right notes. So what I'm finding is the lighter you can clamp it, and also basically the TuneBot is almost flat, and I'm finding that that's giving me hopefully a more accurate representation. All right, now we're at 289 pretty much all the way around. So I'm going to grab the drumstick and go around, give it a tap, and just hear what it sounds like. Now for the moment of truth, I'm going to clamp this to the side here. Let's hear what we've got. All right, sure enough, this, I don't know if you can see that. That's pretty cool. We are right on G3. It says 196 hertz. Yeah, awesome. Let me see. Let me flip the snare wires on so you can hear it there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because I like that so much, I'm going to take my Sharpie, and next to the 1 I'm going to write G3. It's 2937 plus bottom head was G392. That is the snare drum. That's the tuning I'm going to use. Now, before I finish, there's one more thing. All right, I like the tuning, and I've never used these before, but I've got these things called tuner fish lug locks. And what they're saying is there's a 10 of these in here. I don't need to use all 10 of them. So basically wherever I'm going to be hitting the most, okay, probably these lugs down here, I'm going to put this on so that basically we don't lose the tuning that we spent all the time trying to get. Alright, and that's how I'm tuning my snare drum. Hey, are my eyes jumping? If yes, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. But either way, check back with us next Friday at 3 p.m. for some more content and videos. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.